Hi everyone, this is Mr. Draper.
Hi, this is Mr. Chung.
And we're going to play a game today that is called Toss and Catch. So Mr. Chung and I each have a ball of our choice. I chose a tennis ball and he chose a football, and you can also use a balled up pair of socks. And the directions say that you can use even a stuffed animal, a ball, or a balled up pair of socks. And you're going to play in an area where you're not going to hit anything. And you're going to follow these steps below. You are going to try to catch the item successfully by tossing it up in the air. And then we have 5 levels. So you're going to start with level 1. You're going to try to do 5 repetitions at level 1. If you catch it successfully without the ball hitting the ground, then you can move on to level 2, do 5 repetitions, move on to level 3, all the way up to level 5. If you get through level 5, you're then going to start back at level 1 and try to do 6 repetitions. If you get through all 5 levels, then you can go to 7 repetitions and so on. Now, it's okay to make mistakes. Okay, we're not perfect. If you do happen to drop the ball or the item and it hits the ground, you're going to start back at level 1. And don't get discouraged, just keep practicing. And you can also do it with somebody. So Mr. Chung and I are going to encourage each other. Even if we make a mistake, we're going to just keep encouraging each other, but you can also do it by yourself as well. For level 1, we're going to toss, clap once, and catch. Level 2 is toss, touch your head with both hands, and catch. And level 3 is toss, clap 5 times, and catch. Then moving on to level 4, we have toss, touch your toes, and catch. And level 5 is toss, clap 5 times, and catch with one hand. Mr. Chung is going to briefly discuss some common mistakes we want to avoid and what we want to be able to do with the ball.
So what we want to do is we want to toss the ball up straight up. And sometimes when we try to toss the ball really high, what happens is we'll throw it and it'll go all the way around and we'll end up having to chase after it. Okay, so we want to try and avoid that by making sure we do a straight up toss. We're going to have a little knee bend when we do this. We don't want to just use our arms. We're going to be tossing up. And then when we are catching, we definitely want to make sure we're using our eyes, okay? Our eyes need to follow the ball the best we can. Now, I know that when we're touching our toes, it's going to be hard. So as soon as we touch our toes, we're going to look up and look for the ball and watch the ball into our hands. Because a very crucial part of catching is the hand-eye coordination. So we want to catch the ball into our hands the best we can, okay? So let's go ahead and demonstrate the first one. Mr. Draper, you want to do the first one?
Sure. So the first one is going to be toss, clap once, and catch. Now, one thing I forgot to mention was we do want to be on our feet for these. Especially when you do the touch your toes, it would be easy just to kind of bend down, touch your toe, or be in the squatted position, touch your toes and catch the ball. So we want to make it more difficult. So we're going to stay on our feet for each of these levels. So level 1, we're going to toss, clap once, and catch. Notice I didn't throw the ball too high in the air. I kept my eye on the ball and I watched it into my hands. Now that was 1 repetition. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I caught all 5 successfully on level 1, I would then move on to level 2.
All right, so the next few, we're just going to show you what to do. We're not going to do it 5 times each, although that's what it requires to clear the level. Okay, so this next one is to toss, touch your head with both hands, and catch the ball. All right, so toss, catch, okay. All right.
Okay, level 3 is going to be toss, clap 5 times, and catch. So this one you might have to throw slightly higher so you have enough time to clap your hands 5 times.
All right.
That was a good one.
Okay, and then our 4th one is going to be touch your toes. I think this is going to be the most difficult one out of them because you're going to have to lose sight of the ball. Okay, so you're going to try and touch your toes and look up so you can see the ball. Okay, ready?
Oh, I got it.
All right, now remember, we're just demonstrating you only do it once, but to clear the level, you have to do it 5 times, okay? And then the last one, Mr. Draper?
Okay, level 5 is going to be toss, clap 5 times, which we did, but instead of catching it with 2 hands, you're now going to catch it with 1 hand. So most of you might want to use your dominant hand. If you want to challenge yourself, you could use your non-dominant hand, but still 5 repetitions. We're going to do it once, and then if we got through this level, we would start over and then do it for 6 repetitions, all the way up to see if we could get to 10 repetitions for each level eventually. Okay, here we go. Oh, I ended up using 2. Let's try it again. There it is. It's tough with a tennis ball.
All right, guys, so we're gonna kind of just go through it and we're gonna do it. You guys can follow along or you can stop the video if you think you understand the game and go ahead and play. You can play with a friend or you can play on your own, okay? Toss, clap, once,
Okay.
catch.
Do it 5 times.
Okay, toss. Oh.
Okay. Toss, clap 5 times, catch.
Ooh. Oh, what happens if you drop it, Mr. Draper?
If you drop it, you need to go back to level 1 and
If you
start with
drop
the
it,
toss.
you got to start
clap
all the way back over. All right, so I'm back to level 1.
1. And I'm on level 5 right now.
Okay.
Oh, so I did all 5 successfully with 5 reps. Now I would go back to toss, clap once, catch. Now I would do 6 repetitions on this next round.
Hope that you get the idea of the game. It's challenging yourself. It's not really a competition with anyone else to try and see if you can clear the levels, okay? Try this at home. You can try in your backyard. You can try in your front yard. It may be a little difficult to do inside the house because I don't want you running into any furniture or knocking things over. If you decide to go do this at the park, make sure you go with an adult so they can make sure that you're going to be safe. All right, guys? All right, enjoy.
All right.
Bye.